A very stressful game. A game where the Leafs don't really deserve points at all. However, they come out with the 4-3 victory in the absolutely god-awful shootout. Before we talk about the game itself, I just want to give you guys a quick heads up that me and my buddy are planning to start up a podcast. Obviously talking about the Leafs, Raptors, Jays, and at certain points, NHL, NBA, and MLB in general. Just giving you guys the heads up. I'm not sure about all the details, but as the days go on, I do know for sure Tuesdays will be the days where we upload the videos, or I guess it'll be just audio that we'll be uploading. So just give you guys the heads up there. I'll keep you guys posted on what the details will be for that moving forward. All right, so let's get to the game at hand. Like I said, the Leafs come away with a game where they shouldn't really have won this game at all. From the get-go, the Leafs were not good. Early on, Islanders pressure all over the place. Freddie has to make some big saves, but he can't stop them all. A blast from the point from Ryan Pulock, his 6th of the year, hits the middle bar and out, and it's 1-0. 3 minutes later. See, this is where I get frustrated with this team. Matthew Barzal scores his 17th. However, he was the third guy to take a shot in that sequence. The initial shot, the rebound, and Barzal got the second rebound. Who in their right mind is around the crease clearing that puck out? Nobody. Or at least clearing Barzal. Nobody. And it's 2-0 Islanders midway through the first, but it's okay. This Leaf team can score a lot. Late in the first period, Kadri gets around his defender, and it's a partial 2-on-1. Kadri, beautiful feed to Mitch Marner. A weird little pump fake shot. Gets the goalie to bait. Halak lifts the pad a little bit. What does Marner do? Whoop! Slides a 5-hole. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Marleau grabs a secondary assist. And like I said, 2-1 game after one, where the Leafs really shouldn't even be close in this game. They're only down a goal. Second period rolls around, and my goodness, do the Leafs get a little luck. Puck squeaks through the legs of Freddie Anderson, dink off the post, and the defenseman able to clear the puck. This becomes a reoccurring theme. We'll get to that in a second. Nothing happens in the second period, and it's still a 2-1 Islanders lead. Not long into the third period, it was a weird little, I don't want to say play, because the puck was bouncing all over the place. It ends up on Morgan Rielly's stick in front of the net, and he's looking for pass. No, I'm going to rip it top cheese on Yaroslav Halak, his 6th of the year. Connor Brown, JVR grab assists, and we are tied. Like we said, this team can score. And then we think about, or it was before that goal. You know how I said it was only a minute 28 in? 2 times before that, and in the third period, in that minute 28 span, they fire pucks, and it squeaks through Freddie and just wide. Twice! Freddie had some horseshoe shove somewhere we don't really want to know. So like I said, Rielly ties the game. And then the horseshoe must have fallen out. Because Jordan Eberle, from a weird angle, kind of, I don't want to say fires at it, then they kind of fluttered it to the net, hits Nikita Zaitsev's leg, and in the back of the net. There's that bounce that they were supposed to get earlier on. Look, the Leafs got really lucky. This game could have been blown open a ton. But Freddie Anderson and the post and lucky bounces kept them in it. However, Eberle scores that goal, just not even 2 minutes after the Rielly goal to tie it, and you're down 3-2, but there's still just under 17 minutes left. These guys can do it. Late in the game, Jake Gardiner with a rush, stops up, waits. Austin Matthews gets into position, a slap shot from Jake Gardiner, and tipped by Matthews off the defender. I think it was Nick Leddy, and in. Bunch of greasy goals in the game. However, Leafs Islanders tied at 3. Not long after Auston Matthews' goal, however, he gets crunched, sandwiched by 2 Islanders. I'm at the game. I actually didn't even realize this until after the game finished. I'm like, where was Matthews in all this? I get the update. He leaves the game after that hit, and he went on the bench. You could see him grimacing, I guess. I saw the highlights, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh boy. He goes to the dressing room, does not return. Again, we're in a playoff spot. I understand we want the extra point against the New York Islanders. However, you gotta be able, to find ways to win. And you don't have your big guy right now because he's gone. You gotta find a way. They close that third period out. The Leafs get a point, and we're thinking, holy smokes, they did not deserve it. At all. Not at all. However, they did. And we go to overtime, and I swear, this is the 3rd overtime game I've been to. Look, 3-on-3 is a craziness, but it's stressful. Back and forth, 2-on-1s, people diving everywhere. Play goalies robbing everybody. And then you go to the stupid garbage shootout. I mean, the Leafs win in the shootout, but does it really matter? Bozak with a nice goal in the shootout. Freddie Anderson makes all 3 saves. He gets amped up on the save on Tavares, possibly a former Leaf, or possibly a future Leaf. I kind of doubt that, but we're just gonna we'll talk. That's a question for another date. However, there you go. The Leafs find a way to come out with 2 points in a game they really did not play well. Puck was bouncing all over the place. They couldn't make any crisp passes. I mean, it just they looked lost today. Every time they made a pass, it was like too far for somebody, or it got intercepted, or it just wasn't smart. They just didn't look right. However, there it is again. I swear it's a habit or something. The Leafs come away with the victory in the shootout. Not a pretty game. It's 2 points. Tampa wins, of course. They beat Ottawa. Thanks, Sens. Appreciate it. You bums. So, nothing changed in the standings except we are only a point back of the Bruins, but they have 5 games in hand. That leads to my next statement. Leafs, Bruins, Saturday night. Leafs win. They're ahead of the Bruins by a point. I understand 5 games in hand, I know, but you'd be a point ahead of the Bruins, and that's that. Your next game, in Tampa. A team that's 4 points ahead of you right now for first place in the Atlantic Division and first place really in the entire league. These next 2 games are measuring sticks for this Leaf club. Both teams are possible first-round matchups. What are we going to see? Are we going to see the Leafs like today? Or are we going to see the Leafs we know and love, the team that can score a garbage amount of goals and Freddie stands in his head pretty much? That's what we're used to this season. However, the Leafs don't allow 40-plus shots in this game, only 35 given up, and that's that. I think the Leafs had 31, if I'm not 31. Yeah, 31-35 in favor of the Islanders. Not too bad. Under 40, I guess we'll take it for Freddie. 3 goals and 35 shots. Not the biggest great numbers-wise, but he kept us in this game. No question about it, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed this game, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what did you guys think of this game. Who's your player of the game? And we'll talk to you guys. It'll be, Monday. Jay's Edition, spring training, back tomorrow. It feels weird, people, but it's back. So we'll talk to you guys Monday, kind of talking about the first 3 or 4 games of the spring. We'll talk to you guys Raptors Edition tomorrow night. We are back from the All-Star break. It feels like it's been forever since the Raptors have played. We're back in action at the Air Canada Center tomorrow night as the Raptors take on the Milwaukee Bucks. Raps looking for their 8th straight win. Looking to start off the informal second half on a beautiful note against a very good Milwaukee Bucks team who went into the break playing very well. And we'll talk to you guys Leafs Edition Here we go. Saturday night at the Air Canada Centre. Leafs, Bruins. Leafs win. They're second place in the Atlantic. They lose in regulation. They're 3 points back of the Bruins, and they have 5 games in hand. It's a big game Saturday night against Boston. We'll talk to you guys then.